Hello everyone, you are watching a complete course of machine learning. This is part 3. I am PN Arya. In last video, we have seen about the hierarchy of machine learning and applications of machine learning. We also discussed about research areas of machine learning. Let's start. In this video, we will cover labeled data, unlabeled data, training data and testing data, types of machine learning, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Labeled data. Labeled data have meaningful tags or labels or class to the observations or rows or tuples. These labels can come from observations or asking people or specialists about the data. For example, we want to classify patient data into two categories, healthy and sick patient. So then we can use labeled data. It is very easy to the machine to find out outcomes or output or target values based on input data. So this is the labeled data. So in the data, the patient the patient data, and this is the patient data, and these are the records of the patient. So each rows is called the tuple, observation, or the record of the patient. So here the data divided into x and y part. So here x is the record and the label class or the output is the y. So based on the labeled data, so we can easily find out the patient is healthy or sick. So this is the input data, like, so these are the attributes. So based on the attributes or based on the features, so like the patient ID, name, address, gender, age. So these are the features. So based on the features, so we find the output based on the features. So in the labeled data, the output all the label already give in the table. Unlabeled data. Unlabeled data not have meaningful label to the observations. For example, we want to classify the patient data into two categories, healthy and sick patient. It is more difficult to the machine to find out output or target values based on the input data. So in this database of the patient, in the only input given, so all the observation given, all the records given in the table, so will find the y, means we will find based on the input data, and we find out the output. So based on the attributes, or based on the features of the patient, so how to find out the output. So these are the features. Based on the features, we will find out the output in the unlabeled data. So training data and testing data. A training data is used to build the model, and testing data is used to validate the built model. So the data set is split into 80-20 ratio. So the 80% data used as training data and 20% data used as testing data. Train the model means build the model or logics. Test the model means predict some values and compare it with actual output and calculate the accuracy. So this is the training data. So this is the patient data, and this data contain 1 lakh record of the patient. So this is the labeled data, because in the data give the label or class or the output. So this is the healthy or sick. This is the output. So according to the requirement, we use labeled data or unlabeled data to the machine. So training, next is training phase and testing phase. So in the training phase, we give input training data to the algorithm and generate a model or the logic. So we can also logic to the model. So after the generating the model or logic, so we test the model. So in the testing phase, so we find out the model work accurate or not work, or the model generate right output or correct output. So we pass the input testing data, okay, to the model. So we input the testing data to the model and test the model and generate the actual output. So the actual output check how accurately performed by the model. So before understand the types of machine learning, we already clearly learn about the label data, unlabeled data, testing data, and training data and testing data. So because these all terms will use in the types of machine learning. So the types of machine learning, first is the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So first is the supervised learning. So the name suggests as the supervised machine learning. So there is the some supervisor or supervised to the machine or trained to the machine. So supervised learning is use labeled data where we have input variables x, output variable y, and we use an algorithm to learn the mapping function from the input to the output. So this is the function. So we input x data with the function and generate some outputs based on the input data. So the goal of mapping function is that when we have new data, the new input data x, then can predict the output variable y for that data. We know the correct answer. The algorithm iteratively makes prediction on the training data and is correctly by the teacher. So here is the teacher or supervisor. So learning stop when the algorithm achieve desired accuracy. So suppose we want to 100% accuracy. So we learn algorithm again and again until the unless we get the 100% accuracy of the model or the algorithm. So this is the real life example of the supervised machine learning. How does supervised machine learning work? So suppose this is the teacher or the mother trained to the her child. So give training about the some fruits put in the basket. So different fruits put in the basket, and the mother teach or supervise or give some training about the fruits based on the shape, based on the color, based on the size of the each fruits. So after the completion of the training, the supervisor or the test the model of the child. So check the knowledge of the child. So the mother asked to the child, please pick up the banana from the basket. So the child pick up the banana from the basket and give to the mother. So this is the training phase and testing phase. So here is the supervisor available to guide or supervise to the child. So this is the working model of the supervised learning, machine learning. So in the first of all, in the left side, the label data input. So these are the label data, or this is the input data, and as well as input data, we also give the output or the label. So label is the output or the class. Okay. So we give input data and with the output to the machine, and machine learn and based on the input and as well as the output. So this is the model train. So this is the model train and model built, and after the built the model, we give some new data to the model and check or test the model. The model predict the new image like the cat and generate the output. This is the cat. Supervised learning algorithm can be divided into following two classes: classification and regression. So classification algorithm are used when the output variable is categorical, such as yes, no, red, blue, disease, no disease, and an email is genuine or spam. In regression algorithm are used if there is a relationship between the input variable and the output variable. So it is used for the prediction of the continuous variable such as weather forecasting, market trend, fluctuation in power, demand, person weight. So these are the weather forecasting. So weather forecasting means the weather maybe change in a few times, or suppose the weather, the temperature change, or the market trend means in the share market the value of the share change, and the fluctuation in the power. The power means the voltage of the electricity change. So these are the not constant. These are the frequently change. Now these are the where the value change frequently. So use the regression, or where the input depend on the output. So this is the regression algorithm. So different type of regression use: linear regression, logistic regression, etc. These are the types of the regression. Unsupervised learning, machine learning. So the name suggests unsupervised means there is no supervisor or no teachers available to learn the machine. So unsupervised learning use unlabeled data, and the algorithm learn to predict the output from the input data. So in unsupervised learning, there is no teacher or supervisor to train the model. So it learn itself from the data and find the hidden patterns from the input data. So the unsupervised learning learn or work like the human brain while learning new things from input data. So this is the real example, and there is no supervisor available. So the child learn itself about the all fruits. So this is the complex task to how to learn about the all fruits, because the child is blank and don't know about the any fruits. So this is the complex task. So this is the working model of the unsupervised learning. So this is the input data, or this is the unlabeled data. So unlabeled data also called as the raw data. So we input raw data to the machine, and machine find out the features or select the features like the ear of the rabbit, cat or dog, and eyes of the rabbit, dog or cat, and the tail of the cat, dog and the rabbit, and the legs of the rabbit, dog or cat. So these are the features of the animals, all animals. So based on the feature or select on the features, the algorithm analyze the all features of the animals and process the features, and the categorize the animals like cat, dog and rabbits. So this is the working model of the unsupervised learning. So based on the data learned by the machine, by the different features, and categorize the all animals. So unsupervised learning can be further grouped into clustering and association. So clustering is the most common unsupervised learning technique. It is used for exploratory data analysis to find hidden patterns or grouping in data. For example, K means algorithm, and KNN algorithm means K nearest neighbor algorithm. So these are algorithms work under the clustering algorithm. Association. Association rule learning is where we want to discover rules that describe large portion of data, such as people that buy X also tend to buy Y. So X is the item, like item is the bread, X is the bread, and so the people buy the bread and also buy the butter or the jam, etc. These are the combinations. So in the association rule, find out the combinations of the items. So the a priori algorithms work under the association rule. Semi-supervised machine learning. So in semi-supervised learning, the large amount of data are mixture of the labeled data and unlabeled data. So this combination of labeled and unlabeled data is used to generate an appropriate model for the classification of data. So in most of the situation, labeled data is rare, expensive, and unlabeled data is plenty, cheap, easy to collect and store. So the target of semi-supervised classification is to learn a model that will predict classes of future test data, so better than that from model generated by using the labeled data alone. So in the supervised learning, semi-supervised learning, use some unlabeled data and generate labels for the use. And next is the reinforcement learning. So reinforcement learning is a different type of machine learning in which there is no training data set available. So instead of data, an environment is given, and an agent is performed an action in this environment. So the agent has goal or a set of goals. The environment has rewards and punishment which guide the agent to take the right decision and in order to reach its goal. So this is the working model of the reinforcement. How does reinforcement learning work? So suppose this is the agent and this is the agent perform some actions. So the agent performs some action. So the correct action performed by the agent in the environment. So the agent gets some rewards and reach in the particular state. So the agent in the next stage the learn from the environment and perform the best and observe the environment or learn from the environment. So the in last the agent get some rewards and the agent perform the bad, so the agent get some penalties. So for example, the reinforcement learning use in the games. So in different games use in the reinforcement learning concept. So for example, in the Super Mario game, so the in Super Mario game, so we move forward, so we get some hurdles or some problem, so we move. And so we in the games we learn from the environment and we move and we move on reach on the next stage. So for example, the another example is like the suppose we give some reward or some promise to the our child. If you get more than 95% marks in your exam, so I will give you reward, means I will give you a laptop. So the child will work hard or learn more to get the more than 95% marks in the final exam. So this is the example um, of the reinforcement learning. So I think you understand about the reinforcement learning. And if you have any doubt related to this video, so you can write in the comment box. And please like this video and share this video with your friends and subscribe this channel and press the bell icon to get the latest notification of the video. Thank you for watching.